he can be sharp, man. Like if he's feeling it.
Sets on defense, T1 on
difference
tank.
makers could give this comp some issues. The defender side was, again, going back to their older comp, was where they did a little bit more damage against DFM, but
I think that'll be fine.
Slightly different look to it. We'll see how
He's
it
good about
plays
camo
out.
on duelist.
Pretty good read, and Axel's already got 2.
Ah, that's just a straight up spam. I'm not even sure if he saw anyone.
And ZETA going to be looking for a second pistol win. And immediately, T1 just having to limp away from that aim. But look at that timing. Gun barrel not spotted quite just yet. Stacks on the swing, able to get the double
Doable round though.
Take down XDL. Frozen in place as Thorns do pop.
They're going to go heavy over towards C, but they're actually on B.
As ZETA Division thinking that this is going to be a C hit, at least for the
How much
moment.
info does he get?
Stacks
10
gonna
bullets.
have a hard time trying to reconnect with the rest of his team. Swing out, still's gonna be good for another, but Shota will put him down. Tap at the door.
Oh my, I wish I didn't watch that.
Getting a bit whippy there.
Yeah, that was
Ends up
rough.
falling to the wayside.
Yeah, sometimes they're the hardest ones to hit.
Claimed by ZETA.
They got loud down there too. I could hear them through the headset. Trying to rally, trying to see if they can get some energy going. Oh, the haunt reveal gives up the position of just Buzz, but then the follow-up spam also connects on a Munchkin. Izu trying to all right, pretty good start. Good util for Miko, gets the assist and kind of
Outlaw can one-shot everyone. They get the hero Baki on a tank.
Maybe challenging that a little.
Teams have been leaning into this. Like it.
Second shot. We'll find it. Meteor down. It's going to be the orb funneled over to Stacks halfway to the Nightfall. Meanwhile, slow creep in, and Izu catching Absol sleeping. Big weapon to be recovered.
I'm kind of looking at Shota not even reacting. Whoa. Yeah, I think he thinks he's way further back than he could be. I mean, he does turn just in time, but doesn't feel like he's actually fully ready for it.
Oh, not like this, man.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
A big kick in the gut.
Buzz gets that Baki set up over towards heaven as well.
It's like the new age judge.
Oh, nice.
But okay, big shots from Miko. Swings the corner, finds the headshot. Is wary about this long lurk from Munchkin.
Outlaw,
but he's gonna miss the timing.
One-shot everyone.
Munchkin headshot from behind. Buzz having that Phantom passed over, sliding in. Takes a
He's
little
gonna-
while, but eventually he's able to find the kill in the second shot from
Yeah,
Stacks.
that's rough from ZETA, man.
1-to-1.
Oh boy.
Oh, what a heartbreaking way.
Yeah, that
for
C
ZETA
default
to
that they
start
did
off
kind of
this map.
wrecked them, man. They kept so many heavy over towards C, and then
it's just the most
the
T1 thing
1v1
ever.
lost is.
Someone finds a lurk here. This time it's Izu. You've got so many players.
Dude, the timing of it, he's caught jumping up.
He just keeps scaling. By the time Sota's kind of pieced it together in his brain, it's too late. A couple big kills. That's the thing about this T1 team, is they're always going to be pushing your buttons, trying to figure out where they can find.
Yeah, they got a lot from this.
Gap. Got 3 players on this team.
Money's great on 2.
Brilliant at it. Meteor, Izu,
That's
and
nice from
Munchkin.
ZETA, though.
How about a thrifty back from ZETA?
That would
Kind of
be
cleared the
that,
question
again,
mark over
the most
towards
T1
A.
thing ever.
For the culture.
There could be a smoke here, but once you see this smoke, you should know it's impossible.
Let's see it. Oh, spot on the high-low. Buzz is going to be backing away.
Yeah, it's nicely done from Buzz.
We'll break the setup, though.
The high-low's
Worried
been
about a 3-2-1 double
coming
face.
back a lot since people maybe haven't played a Lotus for a while and they forgot about it, but
And it's gonna be all 5
I
players
think
of
it's
ZETA
been
Division definitely
enough
falling
time now
together
that people
around
are
B.
on top of it.
Good read though from T1. Nothing too crazy here. Just gonna see if
Well,
any
Dax
damage.
with a plan gets an ult for the
Backside,
next
there is
buy
the
round.
alarm bot as well to check for this, so it's not like Izu's gonna
Who
be.
gets the farm? He's
completely
looking like
unprepared.
Izu.
We're gonna send one player through the
planted.
door. There's that alarm bot. So Izu could be, if the timing gets weird, in a little bit of trouble. But never mind.
Well, needs to go for a reload, but Munchkin, okay, we'll just peel back some of the pressure. Meteor as well getting involved.
One enemy remaining.
As we'll just get massacred through the smoke.
Okay, not too bad.
Second kill. T1 to
They kind of wanted to get rid of the outlaw anyway.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff for T1 there. Nice first kill for Izu. ZETA tries to turn up the heat, but just gets thwarted. You have the quick reactions from Munchkin and Meteor. Oh, nice. Nice catch there from Munchkin and Meteor. Turns, finds one, goes back to his duty of trying to guard the site.
Nice.
Nice. Munchkin's just another day at the
Yeah, I
office.
like this though. One away from orb, everyone goes aggro A. Wait, that fade eye is everything.
Now going to be taken down. Buzz blinded up, but eventually still going to be able to fish out a kill. Pushes further, finds Sugar Zero as well. Eco going on timing.
Guys, going for a hero play, man. It nearly paid off.
In with a player advantage. T1.
Yeah, this fade eye is just on them. It's nice goal from T1. They want to try get sorry, they were trying to stop Shota from getting his ult.
Contact.
That's to go down to an eco next buy round. They're then gonna face a fade ult, probably a killjoy ult.
Does get allowed to push a little bit further forward. Gets himself into the side itself. He can recreate some of that magic, that spark that we saw from him.
Oh.
On Haven, that C site perhaps, but Munchkin. Oh, yep, jump peek out. XCL none the wiser. Can see him in the periphery, and that is just going to be a 3K in 3 rounds for T1.
Yeah, just a protocol breakdown here at the beginning of the round for ZETA. Nobody clears the haunt, and that's a problem, because then Munchkin's just off to the races. This is his paranoia that hits Buzz, but they already knew he was tucked into the corner. It's just curtains, even though a heroic effort.
Japanese teams with their thing of wanting to make a team full of Japanese stars won't work. It's been years. The thing that you're like forgetting is the knock-on effect of them just fully giving up on the Japanese scene and Japanese players. It just wrecks the whole country for the different games as well, man. The knock-on effect is like so big. It's not about having the teams now. It's about like the future, man.
Be whipping like that, words can't really compare. Buzz just looking to chase forward and will be able to find
like if it keeps going like this and it's as popular in Japan as it is, like esports in Japan, like there'll be so many sick players in 5 to 10 years. Like all the young kids that are watching that start early. That'll be so good. It'll probably be a different game, but. And also, it's worth for them that so many people in Japan watch.
Shots from Izu, not connecting, swing in the corner, Sugar Zero, able to find Munchkin. Dax trying to hold here, swaps the weaponry, but Izu, he swung around the back and he will be able to find it in the end. That ends up getting very, very close.
Yeah, Sugar Zero just able to trade up off of Shota.
Next year will be a little better. Next year will be a little bit better as well. It's not as much traveling, and I know a lot of the Japanese players like playing in Japan.
Relay bolt connection on the XDL, but Paint Shells comes out and he's so ready, but Zero able to give him a chance. Eco trying, but just another angle to worry about. Let's see, a lot of ults in play this round. Showstopper for Shota, Nightfall for Eco.
Okay, big buy round for ZETA. Let's see if we can stick with it, if they can give us anything.
Both of our omens have their ults.
Players in position for ZETA. Eco just wanting to instill some of that doubt, make them have to look over their shoulders.
Tail, that's just every country, to be honest.
Looks to be one of those rounds where Meteor's just gonna kind of take a little bit of space, look for some reactions, maybe end up just tucking in.
Yeah, keep that interest on this side of the map.
Yep.
Eco taking point, the slide in. Buzz has him dead. Thorn's going to be activated a little bit too late. They slow them up as Meteor long range to try to find that dink, but eventually just ends up getting double faced, so does end up falling as well. So 1-for-1 exchange. Spike being planted. Lockdown now immediately going to be invested center site as Buzz tries to hold the door. So far is doing it successfully, but then ends up over-aggressing.
Did they roll a little greedy on T1?
Finds the kill and gets it back into a 3v3.
Meteor and Buzz both in this round.
Detain, however, on to Shota. Slows up this approach. Now they have to push through this smoke. The do with the showstoppers. They're going to look to try to take the weaponry away, but Stacks able to find the kill before his Phantom is gone.
Kind of all in here.
Cap the defuse. Izu poking and prodding. Munchkin still just tucked away at main. Will now re-swing. Absol has him outdone, but the spike has never gotten held to happen.
That's a nice
Izu
hand
just
from
clean up the
Izu,
remainders.
Dude, Izu's been looking so great recently.
Another very devastatingly close round here for Zeta Division that they just can't quite win. They end up investing.
Are we feeling a team secret masterclass today? Dude, everyone's so high up on Zeus.
Little sidestep around the corner.
It'll be interesting.
Slide. Good preparation from XDL. That is so fast to trade that. But time was already so low. Hey, you got the ults out.
Timeout.
Boys. And we'll see. Is there going to be a Buzz Ace? I don't know.
Plenty of 3Ks.
Yeah.
Mash those together. Like an ace and a half.
Yeah.
That is one of the big issues.
It's just the From the Shadows available for Munchkins. He's just going to TP across the opposite side.
Laz is just insane, but right. This stream is so popular, man.
Wasn't sure if he was gonna go
Don't think you'll ever get him back.
Try to clear a corner or something, but that one way there. There it is.
Prowler cleared. Paranoia through the face forward and Buzz. Able to collect one. He's at the same time going to be dead, and Meteor trying to hold the line outside of B main, but ends up losing his life. Absol now an all-in position. Is able to find the first, but cannot transfer over to the second. Buzz unscathed. Finds that kill and keeps him in with a 2v2.
Now Buzz is like, there might be another one in this smoke.
He's not too far off the mark. Shota nearby enough. Tag to 70. No util to speak of. Oh my God, Buzz.
Yeah.
What a stage he is having.
Oops.
XDL though. Able to find the one. Buzz just peeking. Sending out the relay bolt. Does get the connection. Doesn't go for the peek. He's down and plays himself right into XDL's arms.
Super confident that his stun hit. Hey, he did good to get into the situation.
Was going to be had, but it's going to be XDL coming away
I mean,
with one of his own.
the real
So
fault was this guy should be hitting that all day.
Yeah. Just, I think Buzz maybe anticipating that it was going to be a slower approach there from XDL, but XDL just kind of kept slowly shifting forward. Beautiful setup there. Off the response of the Prowler, the Paranoia gets them a freebie. Meteor only able to find the one at a moment. Absol playing for some big damage. Gets one himself and just a little bit unexpected. XDL gets a much needed win for Zeta.
Certainly still not the fashion in which Zeta wants to be winning these rounds, but a round win is a round win.
Look how quick this is. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well.
Oh god.
All that set up on the C site.
Yeah. Well, there goes your round.
Munchkin just quick TP through the.
These buy rounds are devastating.
Indiana Jones style.
But just like one person dies on the weak site, and then the whole round's done.
Be infested ahead of the plant. Should connect on the one. Izu, however, going to be overwhelmed. Shota able to find him. Munchkin.
They're not even considering Meteor.
Trying to find some value
oh,
here from
thank
Mount,
God
but loses his life again. Just not
looking
quite
like me out
with
there.
His shots. Their advantage for brief little moment was there in the hands of Zeta, but now equalized. Munchkin trying to TP out, but Absol will deny him. And now they're going to try to pivot this one, but Absol, he's got the overdrive. Relay bolts exchange. Both players, they're all just locked in, but Stax fights his way out to the nail. Now the counter TP over to drop.
Good Omino.
Oh,
he cancelled it, thinking that they're going to think he's sticking it and they go somewhere else.
And in the end, this could end up being a very good decision.
With the plan, he's going to get all.
Assuming that Sugar Zero stuck it over on the A side of the map. Both players in position to try to put a punish, but Shota ends up firing out early.
I mean, he's insta-fadoing this, right?
They have a ton of question marks right now.
Might fall to be avoided, but there's really only.
Okay, you know he's going to take that space back. Stax is smarter than this.
Stax about to swing into it, but can't get the
He's kind of on top of it, but.
Paint shell now available as well as Buzz. Finding the one, sliding in and gets
nicely
the
done from Buzz. Big 1v2 for him.
Back to back, but this time in the hands of T1's
I'm surprised they got that so close, really, considering the pick and where everyone was on the map. But it's expensive for them. They got to go down to another eco and lost Fatal on this.
I mean, when you open the door here, Izu's in no man's land.
Yeah, what's he doing?
XDL, speaking of being in no man's land.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. He'd be calling that easy when he's playing there.
So far over towards that mound. Not much he can do, but then Izu stuck out in the open. Meteor is just looking really off right now. Fortunately, Buzz still turned on. Him and Stacks combined for all
The
5
one
kills.
is every time the one is just playing so risky.
Well, I think Buzz might maybe seize there. Either way, this is just chaotic. It's fighting on 2 fronts. Suddenly a 3v3, but no weapons going to be recovered here by ZETA Division. But they're getting themselves into the right position as Munchkin TP's up, top of rope, swings in, and has them all aligned. A massive 3K here.
Alright, another big buy for ZETA. They get a Ligo Raise out.
T1 well out in front.
What confidence from Munchkin
I was 100
there.
Thieves NRG.
Dude,
Dude, it was really fun to watch,
And
actually.
he's like, I'm
The last map was a little mad, but it was cool.
It is.
Confidence and stupidity.
Yeah, but madness and genius. This is genius. Yeah, he just
I was a
goes,
little annoyed at 100
and
Thieves for
TP's
sure.
up and
On Lotus. I think they had that.
he's just like, yeah,
I do this all the time.
yeah. I don't know, guys. That didn't feel that impressive to me. It looks impressive as hell from our point of view. Because he has no idea what's going on in that A side. He just knows it's open.
Dude, not
somehow.
again. Not again. The guy in C is just on an island.
Zizu had spotted,
Guys.
Zero is going to be completely screwed. Stacks, however, will be on the trade. Absol finding one. Buzz dancing around the overdrive at the ready. Tries to pull back away from the relay bolt as it is just madness. The walls will fall, the stuns will expire, and Munchkin will still conquer. Absol dead. Eco going to be counter spammed. Showstoppers being invested in the round. They will be able to find one.
2v, what was it? 2v4, sorry? 2v4.
Buzz diving straight
It is
into
so
that
desperate.
Don't get into my world.
Don't get into my
Don't
world?
get into my world. Love when we have the crossover.
I do.
voice lines.
I know. I was like, that ain't right. But it is so right now.
And it is a save. Nothing more to be done with that pit. You had, killed Buzz without the showstopper. Probably feel a little bit more confident to try to go forward into that one, but this is just going to be T1 continuing to stretch this lead 8-2. Still potential for another 9-3 half, but ZETA.
In the Americas, top 4 is Latin Brazil. Sure, if you're still referring to MIBR as that.
It's just another great piece of decision making though by Buzz. You know, he's so selfless in his play. He knows that to avoid this kind of running out of control, he just needs to go throw himself at that showstopper.
He ate it.
And it basically secures him around on top of the pit. I really like that.
It was a good tether from B.
Meteor holding close. Absol trying to push forward. Has that judge.
Toxin screen down.
Push and Meteor not quite prepared for it.
Meteor, man. What's happened?
Didn't have the shot. Meanwhile, Paranoia through and Munchkin to pick up the pieces here on the B site. Zizu joins in alongside him. Also clears the turret. Has to make them think about what the angles of approach are going to be for ZETA Division.
Gonna get the lockdown out of him. Not get the chance to put it down.
They're reading this well. An absolute fight. Ooh. And here does. That shot not there. The relay bolt as well, not pushing as far forward as he would have liked, and he ends up taking a fairly straight angle forward towards Zizu on the slide. CL just trying to assess what the best approach is going to be. He's going to try to challenge Munchkin an upper, but he's got the shorty.
Right.
T1 have a
5
9th
rounds,
round win.
man, it's just a stomp.
Last round
Yeah,
before
they're
the
just
switch.
in a rough spot here economically. Our ZETA, this win, like those 2 bullets just whizzed right by both ears of Absol. Again, Meteor just off. Still getting some big
Mini on
kills.
this one? Oh, you could definitely flame Mini. Dude,
Tries to slide past, but Izu
if yeah, if you ever wanted to flame Mini, this is the week to do it.
Yeah, now you still have that lockdown here.
They don't know what they're doing
Stacks
right
one
now.
away from another nightfall. He's
They play
having
weak site. The one part, like whoever's on weak site, is just playing so insanely
Rubble, but
risky.
Munchkin TP into drop on A side for the rest of his team. Can they stay alive? Izu's able to find one. Meteor shutting down Sugar Zero on the approach. The re-swing in. And Meteor maybe starting to find his footing.
switch to the Phantom. Maybe that was what the doctor ordered.
Well, might just be able to bring this round to its end. He's watching a lobby. XTL pushing out into the open. Footsteps going to be made, and Meteor will collect that 3K. So T1 setting themselves up with a 10-2 half on Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, just pretty brutal here for Zeta. Two
Yeah,
rounds got close.
they're
They're able to get the one clutch in there. They won a pistol, but then it went pretty out of control after that.
All right, it just feels like it should have been so much more, but dropping the anti-eco just created this massive snowball that T1 have not really let go of.
Do you really say that Team Omega is more stacked in Pacific? Yeah. What do you mean?
Just
the groups?
Like
I don't think so, right?
Man. Just not letting up.
Alpha has
I turn on the swing.
That's right.
Paper X.
Well, you've been on the swings for 3 hours straight. Please let Absol play.
I would have thrown up.
It's a little.
There he is.
There's
I mean, the problem is the Varel of Zeta and on group.
I'm not sure he's having the best time right now.
Yeah. Buzz is, though. Buzz is still having a whale of a time.
He's been insane today.
I mean, Alpha's definitely better, though. As much as I don't rate DRX right now, the 4-0 team, obviously.
What was your favorite, like, playground?
But you got Nongshim Paper X, man.
Oh, probably the swing.
Alpha is
the swing.
Yeah, we had, like, I don't know how it passed any kind of regulation.
Why are you saying that I'm saying it? Did I ever say that?
Yeah, and I proved to myself that
I might have saying it when I was flaming DRX, maybe, but
adult and thinking back on the memories, like, oh, the swings are so massive.
I mean, these three are legit,
Yeah,
but it's not stacked because it's these.
I drove past and I was like, oh no, those swings actually were massive.
Nice.
And we used to go all the way to the top when we were parallel with the bar and then jump off.
Yeah, and do like backflips and shit.
Not
you
that,
hinted at it yesterday.
But, not like that.
I mean, I can see the three teams. I can see the three teams in Omega going
we would
good.
like body slam each other.
That's
I can
actually
see two of the
intense.
three teams go in.
We just try to do weird stuff. Flips.
I don't think I'd be here if we tried flips.
Like if I had to guess which has more teams that go to London, I would probably say Omega.
Maybe just not
but it's not stacked because there's three teams that
I landed
can't.
on my head a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Stacks
that's a crazy
shot on Eco's head. Long range with that Sheriff, very clean.
Said that Alpha isn't as strong as people rate him to be. Yeah, that's because I don't think the DRX is good. And they're winning the group.
ZETA here, consideration to maybe look for that lurk that they know T1 is going to want to find somewhere on the map to try to exploit, but for now they're actually just holding it close to the vest, expecting a rehit onto C. It's just a pivot.
Footsteps going to be heard here.
And Meteor's
trying
right
to
over.
Go of this, rushing their way through the door. Set up on the rose. No contact found, but all an attempt at a fake here. As Shota has just silently been sat at mound.
But they made no sound after it as well. And T1 might just be re-clearing this. Yeah, and even though they shot the fade eye, they still heard one or maybe even saw the one leaving.
Creep towards A. Nothing heard for 3 seconds. Now the time starting to run low.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be able to plant this, right?
Really offset it, but he's still trying to interrupt with that classic spam, but now a bit of an overscale.
Hey, they got a little unlucky with the spam.
Managing to catch Munchkin. Swing out, Stacks good for a second, but Shota XDL one apiece, looking for a little bit more.
Good, nice shot on sight.
As Meteor all falls on his shoulders. 48 health. Just the classic to try to work with, and some noise going to be made. Meteor not checking up. And he will fall. Shota able to find it, and that's going to be somehow 3-1 in pistols for Zeta Division. They're dominating in that regard, but it's only.
Can you please upload the last map of NRG 100 Thieves? Wait, is it not up?
An odd stage at times in Pacific with the pistols.
It's up now.
More often than you would expect, teams have won both pistols on a map and then lost the map. But this is just kind of, like you said, an overstep from T1.
How many wins would T1 have if they were in Alpha instead of...
Tried to use that time.
I think they would have...
Couldn't connect.
With how they're playing right now, I think they beat everyone in Pacific.
Cost them. Got a little bit out of position, it felt like, for the retake. Haunt here. Just to scale forward. And
so they would get the same amount of wins.
Continue this push forward. Meteor did take a Sheriff, so still going to trust that he can find some value.
They're the only
invest a
team in
little bit
Pacific
into
that's
a
like
spike
for
with the
sure
shakiness.
going to London. And then Paper X are like closely there.
Izu pays the price.
The only reason I'm a little scared for Paper X is just Neo meta.
Playing that one. Meanwhile, Buzz does get planted forward, but he's just got the classic no shorty in hand, so we'll look to back away and instead trade places with Munchkin. Try to play him in. Oh
Dude,
my
how
God.
low?
Oh my God, Munchkin, okay. It's only going to be the one, but that is criminal that he's even able to get away with that.
Oh, he turned it onto him. It's a little lucky.
Prowler.
Well, that one did its job.
Yes.
Ooh, nice shot.
Well, Shota and Eco very much doing their own. Buzz and Meteor both going to be struck down, and it's just Stacks currently working his way all the way through the attacker's spawn. They're aware of this, as Shota going to be the one to watch the angle, swing in, and Stacks will quickly fall.
What's your opinion on the three teams going?
Got to feel a little bit better
I mean,
now.
I just don't know who the third team is, man. It's T1 Paper X, and then if full sense,
very diligent despite
just go
Prowler not being
Primi
so kind to you.
Phoenix
Good
every
reactions
map.
off that wall.
I think it's full sense,
So a
but
little
I'm
bit
not
of
sure
a
they're
feels
gonna do
bad
it.
man for Absol. Not Eco's fault.
DRX probably should make it
For
because
some
they'll get
reason, the
first
Prowler
seed,
decided
but
it had other things to do.
I don't know, man. I just don't get how they're getting wins. Their Fracture's nice.
I don't know,
But I
but
just
something
don't
about
get
the
it.
Prowler. They were talking about it.
Can't say DRX, man. I just don't think they look good. I really don't. I'm somehow on that sideshow arc, which probably means that they're gonna win London Masters.
At least once again, just try to see if they can get a rise out of T1 on this side of the map. And similar things here. The tap of the door, stack towards A, and now the lean back in towards C, called by T1.
That's such a far forward alarm bot. That's got to be
Trying to do
causing
it,
some
trying to
confusion
cast
in
him
the
so
Zeta
Mako
camp
can
by
get his
Absol.
first trophy. It'd be awesome for Mako.
Spotted out. Meanwhile, okay, yeah, they found him. He re-swings back into the angle. XDL able to find the
Yeah,
kill. Munchkin now. Not quite the lone defender. Will be joined by Meteor. and
Damn
he's trying to
respect,
push.
dude.
Agreed for this, but Shota holds his own. Change up on the plant position, so Snakebite maybe bank it off the pillar, but Absol now holding forward. Massacres too. Meteor now last one standing in a 1v4, and he
Is
has
this
to back
doable?
away.
They're gonna force
Zeta
him down
Division
to an eco. It
roaring
should
to
be
life here in round 15.
6-10
They
at
will
one point.
convert their bonus.
All right.
You're free for
Winning some
Americas
big
at the
battles.
moment. If it,
Taking
I mean,
Izu down.
if it wasn't
And
3
then
weeks or
Munchkin
whatever it is till
breathes.
playoffs, I think it would be pretty set.
All falls apart from
But-
there, and Absol
G2 and NRG with
Shots.
some time is kind of
Trade to be
scary, but
found.
it should be
Weak.
Crew, Lev, MIBR.
Oh, that timing.
gonna recheck.
EMEA,
No.
don't ask me about EMEA. It's Fnatic +2. EMEA is so open.
Won't be able to get the catch either way.
Yeah.
So Shota would love to, honestly, just get the kill or die. Doesn't really matter too much.
It could be
Maybe
any
still roll
any
away from
any of the
pit,
teams that
would
make
Shota run
playoffs in
off
EMEA. I
from that
promise you, they can all
showstopper.
do it.
Either way, Meteor will survive. And I have to be curious if Coach KDG is going to be calling a timeout or if he's going to let this ride for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Liquid,
You
yeah,
know,
but Liquid's moving away
depends on
from
the
what was
coach. They
working.
want to take the timeout now or after the next
That's
one.
why I'm worried for Liquid.
Some coaches
Heretics?
would rather
Dude, I think
talk about
Heretics
an
might
equal,
as well.
have a called strat, and then set up for the follow-up.
That's what I'm saying. It's so open right now.
Starting
You
to
could
get
say
a little
all of
bit
them.
Concerning for T1. 5 rounds to go for Zeta to tie it up. Buzz.
Oh, revealed.
Yep.
He's just trying to play alone. So there's no one there to
You have a
break the heart
contract
for
with
him.
Liquid. Yeah, but if I don't think they like
Getting
look
caught.
convincingly good, I'm not
Never
just
see one
gonna
have
go,
their
well, they pay
minds
me,
here for
so
this round. Very quickly
all of my takes are just
taken
biased.
away from them.
It's so weird.
Good to see Zeta being pretty diligent on the map right now. Not overcommitting to anything, looking for any other info that they can gather. Oh my god,
Meteor.
Meteor.
He's able to find two, but that is the weapon down.
Recoverable though.
Potentially, with the smoke there. Could try to go for it. Looks like Munchkin's going to leave that for somebody else to find, and Stacks will be the one to collect it. Meanwhile, Prowler forward, B site opened up, smoke towards upper. And Zeta now feeling comfortable to go for the plan.
Spike planted.
Liquid, dude, they got some of the best coaches though.
here.
They weren't. It's pointless.
Have the haunt in the seas. Sugar Zero has a pair of
No matter what, Liquid need to keep their
Grab those
coaching
guns, the ones
stuff
that Meteor had put down on
for
the
next
floor.
year.
So a little bit of additional weaponry going to be grabbed. Sugar Zero marked by the haunt. Paranoia through, but he just pushes forward. Is able to find stacks. Now looking for a little bit more. Gets
Dude,
a
he's done
reason on
great.
Munchkin. Suddenly it's just Izu, a 1v2.
What do you think of
Tagging
GE?
down to 60.
Week one, week 2, or week 3 and week 4 of GE? Because I feel like they're two different teams. Week 1 and week 2, GE is awesome. They're a really good team. I think they can make playoffs.
Yeah, great
Week 3 and week
decision-making by
4,
Sugar Zero there,
GE is
knowing
awful.
that he can step
They ain't
up
making
into that
playoffs.
paranoia, and it's a bit of a gamble
I don't know.
for T1. Meteor, my God. Just a little micro transfer there. This is a great decision. Sugar Zero is bailing him out a little bit there. But that's okay. The post plant
They're
setup
ready
looked
in
pretty solid
anyway.
too,
Yeah,
so
because week 1 and week
Alright,
2,
Buzz has that up.
GE exists. That's what I'm saying.
This is where things get a little bit interesting.
Meteor clearing the util. Munchkin dying. Meteor now looking to join him perhaps as he falls down to 10 HP.
Batman? Batman looks great. And his
Step ahead.
comms look good too.
He's going to slow walk over towards Waterfall. Meanwhile, Nade considered send.
Oh, Izu's actually in trouble.
Lands just alongside him.
Oh,
A bit of that damage
yeah,
dodge
Tevo
to the
was late,
seas.
not enough spam.
Gonna be util out, but nothing more found here for ZETA quite yet. Meanwhile,
The
XDL
good pivot back.
forward, calls for the pivot. It's gonna be a B site plant once again.
Look at Ciota.
Face your fear! Engineer killed.
Yeah, they actually look kind of nice.
Izu gone. That's 3 players now remaining. An operator in
Down
hand,
from
and
them.
Meteor decayed down to 1 from 10. So you just have to save. ZETA Division are bringing this one back.
Yes. And this is pretty clean too.
No, this was a great round.
Just gotta keep that extra
They
gun,
kept him so
hopefully.
interested on C. They took so much space on B.
ZETA so far hasn't been too
And they have so
aggressive.
many ults, and the money's
They collect
incredible.
These guns. If I was gonna fault them for anything in this round, it would be that.
Yeah, I mean, you got so much money at this point.
Yeah.
So Absol will be sent to at least check around A, but it's not a massive hunt like we should be seeing from ZETA Division, but hard to fault them at the moment. 5 rounds now consecutively, and there is the paused timer.
Yeah, for sure. They just are getting those opening couple kills, opening up the rounds, guessing, well, where the stack of T1 will be early. And this is, you know, something that didn't work for them too well against DFM. I mean, it kind of did, but is sort of that 1-4 style where they're just sort of ping-ponging a couple times and not giving you too much to consider.
Apologies for the email
T1
question,
tried
but
to
do you have any
set
guesses as
kind
to
of
why
their normal sort of
Navi went for
spread
comeback?
default
I mean, 'cause
formations out.
it was an upgrade at the time, and they're waiting for
Been
Exit to
running
get
into
his
some
visa.
stacks and losing
Just a
players
fast
early,
fix,
and
man,
it's
that's
kind of
it.
snowballing these rounds out of control.
They
So
kind of, their main thing wasn't,
trying to be a
the
little
main
bit
mess up
safer,
wasn't
maybe
getting
just
comeback. It was just
trying to go for some big
why did they
A
try and
level
make
fights
him
of their own
comfortable,
off the
put him
rip.
on chamber, and then change so much?
couple options.
They should have just done the 1-for-1, and then
Considered.
I mean, they might have been
Done what?
fine.
You're seeing is KDG.
Why did you stop coaching? I knew I wasn't going to win a Masters or a Champs with my team,
See if this is going to
and
be the adjustments that
they didn't
break
want to
this
make
win
changes.
streak where ZETA
so I made the change.
look to just pull off a massive comeback. I mean, it's already been a huge streak, and they've also been managing the ult economy very well. It's just the Nightfall invested in the previous round to go ahead and
Okay,
seal
big
the deal on
round.
it. You still have
Big
an
round, we got a lot of
overdrive,
ults.
just in case, you know, you start getting into a chaotic situation. You have that showstopper to shut down a retake, or just find the entry. They have plenty of tools to continue to run this back.
Yeah, and you already see some of the protocols
He
here.
gave up.
You're gonna clear
One way
that
to edit, yeah.
Killjoy util.
Meteor having to back away. Showstopper not going to be able to find the kill, but Izu.
Oh,
opens the
dude, what was
door.
that
Sugar
third
Zero,
kill?
where did
He
he go?
did one bullet and got that third guy.
Izu just finds a stray on that entry.
Yeah, that third one
Clean
was
up
nuts.
3.
Oh man. Not like this.
That is one hell of a way to break a run back.
Oh, that
shot
one.
right there.
What the hell? Dude, that was nice,
Worst
man.
possible
How
place
did
you could have been if you're Sugar Zero.
so how did Meteor dodge that showstopper and not die?
I think he just swung back around the pillar.
Around the pillar. It looked like it had him.
Are they doing the...
Yeah, just a little bit
Dude,
of
everyone
change
is
in
doing this.
protocols for T1. Just play a little bit
The
safer.
wall with the little up and then the
It already
TP
pays
behind
dividends. Bunchkin's got a judge there right out at the front of B. Rotating the op.
it. Dude, at one point, though, that is
Stacks
just
a
going to
little bit of
get
help. Meteor on his way
people
too.
killed, but it is nice.
So, understanding the negative space they've given up.
There.
Top rubble. Buzz continues to swing out. Zero can hit dead. Just going to walk into the angle, and Buzz on the jump peak is able to save plenty, but
Oof.
CL able to find
14
Munchkin,
HP,
falls to
that's
14.
unlucky.
Stops him from getting increased value off that judge.
Still just
Do you think Sen could make a run? Let's see after today, man. We've only seen him once with their full lineup.
From behind. They are split. Go forward from Izu, going to be noted by this Vice wall. We'll just jump peek it now. Meteor will just go ahead and take the Vice out of the equation. Eco and Shota to try to stop T1 from getting up to match point.
Spike
Now,
down B.
just the raise. Paint shell sent. Lockdown still available for T1. Shota looking for a timing, but he's going to be the one getting timing. Izu rechecks, finds
They got
it from T1.
some okay ults to finish this here if they want to.
yeah, no more room for error now for Zeta.
This one's sad. I mean, they made it a little
Here.
closer.
Again, willingly giving up space to tee up that operator initially. Normally you see that judge get the kill there in that spot, but because he was standing up a little bit, bullet spread, one miss.
Where would EG be rated in Americas?
Still tons of
Right
damage.
now?
You're
11th,
able to find
I
it.
think.
Finds a second. Zeta trying to push
They got a
some
lot of
space,
potential,
and
though.
Instead,
It's a shame.
couldn't get the job
He's
done.
12th
Going to have to
loudest,
take
though.
their time out, potentially. Their final one here of the series. But, I mean, hell of a little comeback here that they were able to string together at the beginning of this half. Definitely some improvements on their attacker side versus,
C9?
again, what we saw versus DFM.
C9. C9 might be.
You know, just playing together as a team often, trying to use that to their
Yeah,
advantage.
that's
and
pretty valid, man.
T1
With how they're playing.
starting to find the reads and find the answers to that with a little bit of help from some coach intervention.
Feels a little odd because it's
Giving them
groups.
a little bit extra
Wow.
space and finding those moments where they can get those one and dones, or in Izu's case, just put up a huge multi-kill. Away we go. Let's see if Zeta can keep this one going a little bit longer.
C9
or a
play
lot a bit longer
Loud
if we
next
get to
week.
another map.
Loud get their IGL. That's going to be fun,
Split.
man.
It's a decider.
That's going to be a fun game. Who enough do you pick for that?
And there's a saying about split, I've heard. Don't know what it is. Ooh. Reveal there.
It was somewhat disproven. The
Everyone's saying Loud?
Yeah. There's been a few blowouts on split.
Oh, he comes in next week?
Usually
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
He's
final map.
good for
Yeah.
it.
Well, Easy wants us to be in the final round.
Meteor should
Yeah, C9 look today,
but
yeah.
He's being patient with it.
Could have just hit it as well.
Yeah, he's got the nanos.
Some spray from Sugar Zero.
Thoughts on
that
Elia
Fowler
playing
to
Breach?
find him. Munchkin noted. Sugar Zero 2. Massive kills found.
Okay.
Izu
What map we
Yeah.
talking?
could be able to find some value with that operator. Meanwhile, Stack scaling out of Waterfall. Eco isolated. Shota. Going to be noted. I think, yeah, Alarm Bot out of range.
Just trying to work
but
out if
still
he's
will be
going
heard
full
towards
rage
tap.
bait or if he's going to say like a half decent map.
Buzz just swinging around the back, though. Finds the perfect timing, and now it is just Eco. Assaulted on all fronts as Buzz locks him in, forcing him to potentially be detained, but Buzz will just
Okay, very,
take
very
him
nice.
down. 13-7, a good
Yeah, they wrecked
effort
him,
from
but it's
Zeta
kind of what we
Division,
expected.
A solid string of rounds to make this map competitive, but in the end, T1 are a cut above.
Yeah, absolutely.